Hello, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to CoEd, where we give you a male and female perspective on millennial relationships. I'm your host, Chelsea Collins, and on today's episode, we have our beautiful and talented co-host, Danielle B.
Hey everyone, I'm very excited to be on the show. Be sure to follow me on social media at Danielle BTV.
And back by popular demand, giving us that male point of view, is Jared Bennett.
Hi everyone, Jared Bent. Follow me on Instagram at Mr_Bent.
And for that extra dose of testosterone, of course, our token white person, Zach Kessler.
Wow, everybody. So excited to be the token of the show. Don't follow me on social media. I'm not. I got a kid. I'm about to be 27. It's over.
All right. Well, last week, Jared, you told us that you are technically single, but you do have, someone that is your main right now, your main boo.
Yes,
but Zach, why don't you tell us about your relationship status?
Well, I guess I recently just got into a relationship with somebody. Like I would say 2 days ago when she made it official online. So now that's it, I guess.
Facebook
When she made it official.
Yes. Well, actually, so did she tell you ahead of time, like, I'm gonna post this picture, or was it just a surprise for you?
Nah, it was kind of a surprise. I was in Chicago and she works late night. So she works like from like 12 to 6, 8 to 6, stuff like that. And I wake up with like, you've been tagged in this and blah, blah, blah. She posted a picture from our first date. I was like, it wasn't just a picture. She went into it about, people are going to have their opinion of this and I don't care. And I was like, all right, whatever, we'll roll with it. It wasn't like it wasn't going to happen anyway, so I liked it.
How long were you guys official for?
Probably like 4 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I feel once you post somebody on social media, like you guys are getting married.
Oh, yeah, it's official.
It's a done deal.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it is the way of the world now, yeah, but, I mean, it wasn't like it was affecting anything else going on in my life. Not like I have any other side pieces like Mr. Ben over there, but,
Woohoo! Whoa!
You might have just gotten him broken up.
I got in trouble for the last.
He may be actually like single now.
On
the market.
What I thought that was, I don't have any pieces to the puzzle. I don't have any biscuits or gravy on the side. I don't have
Me either.
I don't have a main course. I got one. It's like I went to Subway and got a sub, no combo. That's all I got. I don't have nothing else.
So Zach, so it's not an issue for you that she posted your picture on her social media, but do you plan on posting her on yours?
I mean, I don't feel like I'm gonna post her on mine because she tagged me in it, so it's on my timeline. I mean, I'm not gonna just repost again, but I mean, eventually, yeah. But I mean, again, I'm not one to throw that up there and have. Excuse me, no. I'm sorry, I got my big. I'm not gonna be the one throwing up different stuff, especially when she throw up some stuff already. But I mean, eventually, yeah. But at this present time, no. I'm not one to.
I can't be caught off guard about things like that, like my personal relationship status. Like, let's talk about this and discuss, hey, we're going to go public now. And then whenever we do, we do. But I don't want to wake up one morning and know that all of my business is on blast and I never got the chance to say, yeah, I'm cool with that. Or, no, I'm not cool with that.
Why would you not be cool with it, though? Unless you didn't have no biscuits and gravy on the side.
No, it's not about biscuits or gravy, but like Chelsea was saying, like once you put that out there, it's pretty much like you're married, like you're claiming this person to the world, 4 weeks in, like that's, I don't know, that's just a little too soon to do that without talking to someone. Like, talk to me, let's be like, yeah, we're ready to go official and let's do it. But don't catch me off guard and I wake up in the morning and all of our business is out there.
I panic, because you don't know what, even though you're in a relationship, you might have like other people who are not sure what you're doing. For example, like you might have that one friend you haven't talked to in like 3 months, and they don't know you've been, caught up in a relationship. So I feel like someone has to tell me so I can break off the news to everybody piece by piece.
You
so they
gotta
don't have
tell
to
the
get
side
it one
hoes
spot.
where you at, right, Jared?
I gotta let everybody know.
So y'all are, all right, let me get this straight. So you guys need the person you're involved with intimately, emotionally, to let you know that they're going to tell other people what you already know because
Absolutely.
you're worried about what your friends are going to think if you didn't
It's
tell
not being worried about what friends are going to think, but it's just that communication. Say, for example, me, like I'm trying to be a social media light. I'm trying to be a social media influencer. I don't need you to tell all of my followers and my friends that I'm in a relationship before I do. I want to be the one to say that. I don't want to wake up with something tagged with this whole spiel. I want to be able to deliver my news how I want to deliver it. That's just that.
I don't know.
So
Sound a little shady on your little up there.
No, not shady at all because I don't cheat while I'm in a relationship. I don't have side pieces when I'm in a relationship. But when I'm telling my business to the world, I want to be the one to break it, or I want us to talk about it. I don't want to wake up in the morning and just find out that everyone that I know knows my personal business.
I don't want to wake up to a text that, oh, so you got a girlfriend now. I don't need that. I don't need to wake up to that.
From who though? From who? Another chick?
The side
like
piece.
another chick, some girl who thought she was a possibility in the past. You know that one friend you was slowly texting who maybe there was something there, but maybe not. I just need to be able to, address all my issues, all my people who may have vested interest in me. Let them know, hey, I'm sorry, I'm unavailable.
I agree with Jared.
I do agree with Jared. But if you were like Zach, Jared, if you were more like Zach and didn't have the biscuits and gravy and all those possibilities.
Let's make it clear. I ain't got no biscuits and gravy.
You're right.
I ain't got no
okay, let's just talk in general.
Oh,
Let's just talk in general. If you were already doing that, if you met somebody and you were like, okay, this girl, I feel like in the near future I'll propose, you're gonna already start doing that. So when little Tatiana come texting you once every 6 months, you're gonna be like, hey, listen, I'm in a relationship, I got this and this going on. But let me tell you something, if I put you on my social media, like we're getting married. Like I'm just sitting here waiting for my ring to
pretty much.
Because
but what I'm saying,
serious.
Like those people that text you randomly, like, oh, you got a girlfriend now, like they shouldn't mean nothing to you, or they're not to you, but to the relationship that you guys got going on. Because I don't know, that's just how I
100% agree. Those people who text me, they don't mean nothing, but they can cause emotional damage to me and my girl. They can cause physical damage to me and my girl. You gotta think about these things. You know, you didn't wait 3 months, and all of a sudden, girl you met on the internet.
Then just throw it to the side and then go to the green beans, Jared. You have to let the macaroni know that they were special at one point, but then now you're over that. It's green bean season, and you got to go with them. You can't go from talking to two girls and then go into a relationship, social media the next day. That's why they get crazy on you.
No, I agree, but sometimes you talk to several people, one becomes the main attraction,
right?
And one becomes the main attraction, the others need to fall off. But it's not like, see, you can't just drop people because you're talking to other people. You have to drop somebody when you feel something important to happen. You drop them when you're about to go into a relationship. And so when you're in that pre-dating stage, it's hard to drop people because you don't know if this person might drop you, you know? So it's one of those things where it's like you keep your little side pieces just in case, just in case that person you really want doesn't work out,
But that's where you go wrong. You should not. If you're ready for a relationship and you're saying like I should be marrying this person, you shouldn't have all them side pieces.
No, I 100% agree, but there's levels to it. Like when you initially start, you ain't throwing it. Like you go on one date, you throwing away your side pieces on the first date? No.
Like, y'all too grown to be having all these side pieces, man. Oh, y'all ain't got kids. Y'all still going out. Y'all are still young and shit. I ain't got time for
Don't hate on us. Don't hate on us. Keep people
but once you're in a relationship, there should absolutely be no more side pieces. But I guess to even Jared's point, you maybe not have gotten the time to tell all of those side pieces that you have a main one, and you just don't want everything to go up in flames. So you just want to be able to say, "Hey, I got a girl. Let them down easy," so they can take it all in.
you got the time. But of course, if you still have that, hey,
Say, for example, in Zach's instance, he's only been in a relationship for 4 weeks.
yeah, that's too soon. I would have went crazy.
You don't drop nobody after 4 weeks.
Huh?
Like, you don't drop nobody after 4 weeks because you can wake up one morning and they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
No text back, no nothing. You don't know what you did. So it's like you gotta take your time with it. That's why I'm like, you gotta slowly. You gotta let one side piece go at a time. All right, you
I guess for me this is a non-issue. This is a non-issue for me because I didn't have to like let nobody know or drop anybody. It was like, oh, hey, I don't know, you want to date me? All right, we'll date for a couple weeks. Oh, okay. Well,
So
I don't have nobody.
So for Jared and Chelsea, how soon is too soon, or when do you think it should, it's a good time for it to go public? Since, Zach really doesn't have an issue. But for you guys, what is too soon, or when do you think you should make it?
I think Zach's
official
definition of dating is different from ours, because when I say that I am dating someone, I'm in a relationship. Like I said, it should just be a couple more weeks before we get married, before we get engaged. Like, that's some serious ass shit. Like, I feel that putting you on my social media is just as serious as wearing an engagement ring for me.
I agree with you, Chelsea, 100%. Like, if you're on my social media, I'm really waiting for that ring to happen anytime soon. It's that serious.
Because even if you put this person on there, then what about the breakup? Because you have to think about, okay, well, what if we do break up? Then people are going to be talking about that. Like, have you guys dealt with something like that before?
I have never posted anyone on my social media ever, so I've never had to deal with that.
Hey, I had somebody on social media. It was MySpace back in like 11th grade. I think that was. She ain't had nobody on Instagram, Facebook at all. No.
Well, if I did, I don't remember, but I've never posted anybody on my Facebook, never posted anybody on my Instagram, so I've just never had to deal with that in today's day and age when, everyone's following you.
I've posted people on my social media, but I don't care.
I don't give.
I don't give a damn. But don't get me wrong. I don't put on Instagram, this is the love of my life. I can't wait to be the father of her kids. I'm not putting on that. And like, I'm a dude. I put, she cool or whatever. Like, I'm not, and I don't do, I usually don't delete pictures on Instagram unless it's like a problem with like my new chick. So if my new chick has a problem with the old girls on my Instagram, then I'll delete it. But besides that, I don't really care. So it's like, but me, I'm only posting the girl I'm in a relationship. If we're not in a full-on ass relationship, I'm not posting you.
But here's another thing: you also have to make sure that guy that you posting or the girl you posting about ain't out here in these streets, because you might post her or him and then you get a DM like, oh yeah, he was in my DMs last week. Like, nobody wants to deal with that. Like, there's a lot of conversations that you need to have before you guys post each other on social media, because shit can get ugly.
You'll never know, Chelsea. You will never.
No, you will know. You will know. I feel like, how many times you put a little Snapchat of some chick, and then DMs go off. Yo, you dating her? Mm-hmm. Oh, let me tell you, you need to talk to so and so because he did so and so. Mm-hmm. Man, ain't nobody trying to go through all that. It's like
people are just sitting, waiting, praying to ruin a relationship. Okay. Exactly. Waiting to see somebody unhappy and to make their happy life come crumbling down. So before that picture goes up, let's talk. Let's agree on this, that this is the right time to do it, and then let's go forward.
No, you need to have the talk. Did you fuck any of my friends? Did I fuck any of your friends? Real shit. You need to have that talk.
I smashed 2 of her coworkers, 2 of them. But no, listen to me, because look, she was like, oh, because she works at the Hard Rock, and I was like, oh, Hard Rock, let me tell you, because I lived out there, I clubbed out there, I promoted out there, and she was like, well, have you dated anybody from Hard Rock? I was like, have I dated anybody? No. Have I had sex with people? Yes. And she was like, who? And I was like, well, this girl, like 5 years ago, and this one, like 5 months ago. And she was like, oh my God, that's like my best friend. And I was like, well, so she was like, wow, that's crazy. Let me talk to her. So she went and talked to her. And her friend from 5 years ago still hates me because I didn't want to be in a relationship with her, but we had sex. And so she had that talk, and she's cool with it. But there was no surprises. If there's no surprises, there's no issues. At least on my end. You could not give a fuck. I don't care what you do, but I'm going to tell you what I've done. And if it's an issue with you, I'd rather you know now than 5 months later, a year later, when I got feelings for you or we become more serious. But there's no secrets here. I am who I am. So if you let it out and tell people, then it is what it is. I told her straight up, I was a fucking whore for a long time. And now I'm not. So
well, speaking of smashing and dashing, Zach, have you guys ever been in a situation where everything in the relationship was right except for the sex?
Yes, I definitely have. I remember I was dating this guy. He was so fine. He was so fine. He treated me like a queen. Like everything was good. But then we had sex and everything was bad. And I was like, you know what? Let me just try to, like thug it out a little bit. Like I like this guy. Let me just continue to talk to him and go on dates and just see where it goes because he's a really nice guy. Like I don't think this should be the reason I should let him go. But as time progressed, I just became more uninterested and more uninterested. And then I'm just like, I don't even want to be around you. And I had to let it go. Like, it's up there on the important list. And I've tried before. And I couldn't do it. I had to let him go.
Definitely a deal breaker.
It's a deal breaker.
But I think, how can the sex be bad from a girl? Like, I feel like guys don't have that issue.
Let me tell you. So there's this girl in college. I had a big crush on her. I was a sophomore. She was a senior. She was fine, but her vagina didn't get wet like that. Like it was she told me yeah, my shit just doesn't get wet, and I was exactly. Now you see the problem. So
y'all
it was one of those things where huh?
Use lube. She could have used lube.
Yes, but it just turned me off because
Jerry didn't want to use the lube.
I do want you gotta keep on reapplying lube in the middle and all that stuff. It just turned me off because I was so attracted to this girl, but that whole friction on the dick was starting to fire. I didn't want to. It was painful. I didn't want to have sex with her anymore because it was painful. It was just such a turn off, and eventually I just started talking to her less and less and less. And next thing I was like, I gotta let her go. I just couldn't do it. So then there's more than that. I've had I hate this. I call these type of women starfish. They just lay on their back and just take dick. And don't nobody want to date no starfish ass women who just lay on their back and take dick. There has to be some good dick. There has to be some, some compromise. So you gotta work. It's a team activity. I don't care what nobody says. Sex is a team activity. I don't want no starfish ass chick who just gonna lay on her back and take dick.
I'm not the starfish, Jared. I've never heard that before. That is funny.
Right, that was my first time hearing that too. But little sausages, I can't do little sausages. So little sausage, I can't. On to the next. I tried once, and then I never tried again because I just knew it would be a disaster. So.
What about you, Chelsea?
Definitely, I have been in that situation, and I agree with Danielle. Size is definitely very important, but I think that there's also other things that you have to put into the equation because most of the time, so me and my friends, we call a guy with a huge dick, double dick. That dick be so good that you don't give a fuck what else he got going on. You just be hypnotized. So I can't take little Pookie with a double dick over a guy who has it may not be the best, it just might be okay, but he might have all the other shit going on. Now, I can't take no horrible shit. Now, if the shit is horrible, no, sorry, it's just not gonna work if you around here with a Vienna sausage. But if it's semi-acceptable and you got all your other shit in order, we can make that work.
Oh, I bet you could. That black card, they got an 800 credit score. Anything could work, huh?
Exactly. We can make it work. Your credit score long, but your dick ain't. Oh, okay.
See, I need the best of both worlds. Like, I need someone who's trying to be successful and who can lay
Of
it
course,
down.
everybody wants that.
Compromise.
Of course, everybody wants that, but that's not always what you're going to find out here in these streets.
See, I'm the type of person, I'm willing to wait. Like, I'm willing to chill. Like, if I can't have one without the other, like, then I'm good being single. But other than that, like, I'm gonna wait it out. Like, there has to be somebody in the world, which I know that is true, that has both the best of both worlds. So, yeah, I need the best of both worlds. What about you, Zach?
I agree.
What about me as far as what? Because there's a lot of stuff y'all going off on. So give me a specific.
If you find if you're dating a girl and or it has this happened to you in the past, if you're dating a girl and she's a great girl but the sex is just terrible, like, are you going to stick around and take it day by day, or is it a deal breaker for you?
Well, see, I think this is the common misconception. See, I ain't dating nobody till we have sex. So I'm not claiming I'm not claiming you unless.
Right, talking to someone. If you're talking to someone and
talking to somebody and the sex is bad, why am I going to stick around? Because it's only going to be downhill from there.
Even if she's a great girl and everything else is great.
Yep.
Okay, I have a question. So
if you suck a good dick, you can't suck a good dick, bad. If you don't know how to take the dick, it's bad. If I got to hear out, oh, ooh, stop, hurt, no, done. If you don't want to try new things, if I can't lather you with whipped cream and smack your ass with some cola oil, I'm not doing it. If you're not willing to dress up every now and again, if you're not willing to just blow me in the car on the way to the restaurant, if you're not grabbing my dick at the Thanksgiving table with your mom right across from us, there's a lot of things that are turning me off here. I'm just saying, you got to know what I like, and I can tell off the bat.
I agree.
If the sex is whack, the relationship is not going to progress because sex is a very, very important part, especially in the beginning. Because what do you do when you get with somebody you like? You start fucking all the time. You fuck all the time. So I'm not going to continue it. If the sex is bad.
I agree.
I think we all agree that bad sex is a deal breaker.
We don't go together until we have sex.
But I feel like it's more often that a woman will find somebody that they feel like the sex is whack with versus a guy. I feel like probably men find one one girl who's horrible in their whole entire life.
I disagree. See, like, I feel like women think just because us niggas gonna catch our nut regardless that all sex is the same. It's not. There's levels to it. I've had sex with some girls and go, man, I probably don't want to have sex with her again. I'm thinking about another chick. Like, this is probably another reason why guys cheat. Because, like, females think just because we're having sex, we're content. There's levels to it. There's good sex and there's bad sex. I've received head from a girl, looked her dead in the face and go, I don't want this anymore. Like, it's just,
wow.
It's just bad. Like, if something is bad, like, I've had plenty of times in my life where me as a guy didn't catch a nut. If I don't catch a nut, that's a problem.
Do you fake it?
Niggas don't fake. We just don't. I'm tired. I'm not feeling it today. I had a lot of shit on my mind. Like, we do the same shit y'all do.
Jared, did you hear the question from a woman?
Listen,
said, and you fake your nut, Jared? Do you have that ability to just make one out of your dick hole? No, we cannot fake our nut. It doesn't work that way.
He ain't faking shit. Exactly. We just lie and say we got a lot of shit on our mind. You just got whack pussy and can't get
I feel that women give guys trying to save y'all little egos and will not tell you that the shit is whack. So they might make up to another reason why they don't want to talk to you or want to have sex with you. But I don't feel like
that's fine. I don't want to be around from that whack dick anyway. That's fine with me.
You don't want what?
I said I don't want to be around from the whack dick anyway. You could tell me you could make whatever you want to make up. I ain't trying to be around it.
But then I have friends who feel like you should be honest and be like, oh no, your shit is whack. That's why. But I don't think I can.
People always should be honest.
I
feel like people should be honest, but they're not going to be most of the time because no one wants to hurt anyone's feelings really at the end of the day. So they rather make something else up, like, Jared said, oh, I'm tired, or oh, this. Just, like sometimes if you do care about somebody, you really don't want to, like hurt their feelings like that. Like just shoot them down. So I think most of the time people are not honest when it comes to sex.
But I could care less if I hurt their feelings if I'm not trying to be with them.
True.
If it's just sex, I don't care if I hurt your feelings.
Yeah, but you're just going to not text back, not call back.
No, in the middle of it,
Hey.
in the middle of it, Danielle, if a man pull out a Vienna, you're not gonna sit there and be like, "Why you pulled out that Vienna sausage?" You're not gonna say that, right?
No.
Exactly. That's rude.
But the maturity is gonna turn over and go to sleep. Like, I'm not about to even start that. Like, okay, I will tell you guys this. Okay, so let me tell you something. I've experienced a small Vienna. Listen, no, I've experienced a small Vienna sausage one time in my life. The time after that, the only other time a guy has pulled out a small Vienna sausage, I literally saw it, rolled over, and went to sleep because I'm not about to add you to my body count if I know this is not about to happen again. So I rolled over, went to sleep in the morning, got up, and left, and never saw that person again.
That is some savage shit. Why?
Like, I was like, why am I going to add this to my body count if I know I'm not going to do this again?
That
not
destroyed
doing
his ego, Danielle. He's
That's
probably
okay.
still upset about it.
That's okay. It saves my happiness.
So surprised, Danielle. Like, first of all, what are you doing sleeping in the same bed as somebody if you ain't had sex in the first place? That's extra weird. What is this?
No,
like
that's not. That is.
How is it not? Because it was actually about to happen that time, and then I decided not tonight.
Right. But instead of like
that would have broke my heart.
Still stayed and slept over, like had a slumber party.
What?
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not sleeping over nobody's house, and no girl is staying in my bed unless we have done it before. You're not gonna just stay there and nap next to me. It's not happening.
Oh, the only reason why I stayed is because I was far away from home, and I had already been drinking that night.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. So I was like, that's the only reason that I said. If not, I would have taken my little ass home.
Honestly, though, I'm gonna be honest. Like with females, I give them 2 to 3 tries before I cut them loose because I feel like I've had sex with girls, and the first time they were nervous, or like they were like, you know, when you like somebody a lot, you get a little nervous, or they feel a little uncomfortable. So I give people like 2 or 3 chances. Like, all right, first time sex may not be that good, but when you get comfortable, maybe try number 2 or number 3, you feel a little more comfortable. Because I've had girls say, hey, I was nervous because it's the first time we had sex and I really like you a lot, da 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 da. So I was kind of seeing, you know, where everyone's head is at. So I give everybody like 2 tries.
Yeah, see, with guys is different. Your dick is not growing 4 inches overnight, so it's not happening. So if it's 3 inches today, it may be 4 tomorrow, maybe, but that's really as good as it gets. So let me just save both of our time.
But you know what I will say? If the dick is good but the head is not, I will definitely give them 5 chances.
Yes, I agree. You get 5, maybe 6.
Maybe 10. Maybe 10. Right?
You can just stay. Maybe you can stay. Okay?
You can teach that. You can definitely teach that. Guys, why are you making
I completely agree with you. You can teach that. We can do some compromising. Now you're talking my language. We can talk.
We can
compromise.
have classes. We can. You know, there's several classes that can take place until you get to your A+ stick.
Right, because that's really one of those things. The more you do it, the better you get.
Let a dude come at y'all with y'all head was whack. Let me show you how to do this, and let me see the face.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's why you're not whack to begin with. But I feel that if a guy was getting head and it wasn't good, that he should do the same thing. He can teach a girl what to do. He can teach a woman what to do.
That first time experience, you just got to take it, grit and bear it. If it's bad, you cannot say nothing. You just got to go with the flow.
The first time, I agree.
And the second
time,
and then when she gets tired after you haven't climaxed yet, then you let her know either it was whack or
after the bitch done got lockjaw and shit, trying to suck your fucking dick, and then you gonna tell her this shit is horrible? Fuck no. You need to be like, ooh, can you grip it a little tighter? Can you go a little? You gotta say something because the bitch wasting her mouth.
You'll never hear from her again. Guaranteed. By the time you're our age, you got a style, and if that style doesn't match up with my style, that's it. You can't teach an old dog dick trick.
I agree with that. You can't teach your bitch what you want at a certain age, you know?
I agree. I feel like at our age, unless, you know, she's a virgin, like we talked about last week.
Yeah.
Or for some reason she's never done it. Then it's
like take it like Chelsea, like take it from a personal perspective. When you grab a dick and you know what you're about to do, you know what you're doing. Or
exactly.
you think you do. You gonna go into it, You know all the steps to this shit. When you get that shit, you know in, out, up, around. So if a dude was like, what the hell are you doing? You'd be like, what am I doing?
I don't want to
Every other
fuck.
guy like this, you wouldn't know what to do.
That's true.
Yeah, see,
I agree
at
with
this
that.
age, I'm dealing with grown ass men who already know what they're doing. So I don't really have to
Yeah,
teach
but that was
At
the
them.
all our
question.
ages, we shouldn't
That
be
was
I
the
dating
don't have
millennials
to
who looking
teach
at a
too
dick
much.
like it's something foreign.
No, Danielle, that
No?
was the question. What if you're giving head to a grown ass man and he's
Okay.
like, you're not. What are you doing? Can you do this? Can you do that? Like
Well, I'm gonna do this and do that.
I'm gonna be like, excuse me, say what? Didn't hear you say
No,
what?
see, I don't
That's
see. I don't
you're
care.
being
Like,
difficult.
I think everyone is different, and different things pleasure, people differently. So, explain to me what you like, and that's what I'm about to do. Like, I'm really not gonna.
first time. You know how awkward that would be.
Okay, the first
I
night that would be
disagree.
awkward, but honestly, it just depends because I'm not just having sex with somebody randomly that I don't have feelings for, that I don't have a great relationship for, that we're not cool ass friends. So yeah, that would be awkward on the first time, but I don't take things too personal. If you go tell me what you like and I'm able to do it and then get the job done at the end of the night, I'm cool with that.
All right, well,
So
that's our time for this week's episode. So be sure to tune in next week for another episode of CoEd where we'll be addressing open relationships. Thank you guys.
thank you.